Hi everyone, let's talk about relationships. Networking and relationships. Networking is almost like a four-letter word sometimes because it's done wrong so often that it becomes icky, it becomes salesy. People think, I don't want to go to a networking meeting and try and sell myself to a bunch of people that I don't know. So we go out of obligation and we sit in a corner, right? Does this sound familiar? We get a drink, and if you've gone with a coworker, then you're likely to just hang out with that coworker because you don't want to look like you're by yourself, because that's embarrassing. Or you cling on to one person who's also in the same shoes as you are, and you kind of turn to each other, get to know each other a little bit, spend the evening together, and you go home and you check it off your list. I went to a networking event, boom. Well, everything that I hear from successful entrepreneurs is that it's all about relationships. Every good thing that happens, every connection, every, new door that opens up, usually, not every, but usually they are from somebody that is in their network. Somebody that's on their network. So LinkedIn, it's the social media channel that doesn't get talked about as much. It doesn't have the pizzazz as Instagram and Facebook and all these other, Snapchat, because those are fun. You don't share cat memes on LinkedIn. You talk about success and you talk about achievement and you're talking about your goals. That's what LinkedIn is all about. You make connections, you meet people, and you prospect potential clients, and of course you network. But which one of the two is more valuable to your life? Okay? Which one is more valuable? So relationships happen through cultivation. I think we all know that. It's basic. We can't just go up to somebody and ask for a sale right off the bat. It's like when you're dating, going up to, your first date, you just met and you're proposing, asking for marriage. And that's, jumping the gun just a little bit. So when you first meet somebody, the goal is not to ask for a sale or try and get their business card, because they feel like an object. They feel like how you would feel if somebody did the same thing to you. So here's what I do, or what I've learned, and I'm going to pass this along for what it's worth. Be the first person to provide value. Be the first person to provide value. I'm going to give you a couple of questions that you can ask at a networking event, because this is the other problem with networking, is we go there and we don't know what to say, right? As soon as you're done talking about yourself, you run out, maybe you're not that interesting, and it's 2 minutes into the conversation, and so now you're scratching your neck, you're kind of looking around. You can't just walk away from the person you just met, right? That's rude. But at the same time, you're not sure what to say, and they're feeling the same thing, so they're scratching their neck and looking around the room, wondering, how do I get out of this awkward, tense situation and move on to somebody else? Anyways, it's really funny. Networking cracks me up. I've actually done it many times. I still do it sometimes, where you're just like, okay, don't know where else to go with this conversation. So you're there, and the key to networking, I'm learning and have learned, is that you've got to be the one asking questions. You want to ask questions about the person you're meeting. Okay? It's all about them. It is not about you. If you want to become a great conversationalist, if you want to be known as someone that is really good at conversations, get good at asking questions. You ask enough questions about the person to whom you are speaking, and you will be known as a great conversationalist, which is kind of funny because you're actually not the one doing all the talking. They are, because you're asking the questions. So it's not technically what it sounds like when you call someone a conversationalist, but people love it. What's in it for me? WIIFM. We all tune in to the greatest radio station in the world. What's in it for me? And the more you can get the person talking about themselves, the more they will like you. So at a networking event, it's all about them. So go with a few questions in your pocket. Now, really, the best question a couple of questions. Number one, what are the biggest challenges your company is facing right now? Okay? What are the biggest challenges you're facing right now? Why would you want to know that question? Well, because your goal then becomes helping to solve any one of those challenges that they give you. They're giving you an open book on how to win them over. Yeah, my biggest challenges are how to increase revenue, or how to manage employees, or how to this, or how to that. And maybe you have an experience or an expertise or something in one of the areas that they suggest or that they offer as a problem area, and it sparks a whole conversation, because all of a sudden you're an expert. And you can keep asking questions. You can do a little mini diagnostic training, or not training, but a little diagnostic where you dig in and try and figure out what's going on and help solve their problem. Now, at the end of the conversation, let's say you spend 5 or 10 minutes talking about somebody's problem. Let's say it's the CEO of a company and they have a problem hiring, or they're having a problem maintaining employees, and you've just spent 5 minutes offering suggestions and ideas on how they can solve that problem. Do you think you leave an impact on them? Do you think that when they take their business card back, your business card back with them, do you think they're likely to set that one aside and kind of say, man, that was a kind of a unique connection. I think I want to hang on to that one. Yeah, I think that happens. I think we go back and you remember, think of who you remember when you've gone to a networking event. Who stands out? It's not the guy that came up and said, hey, how you doing? Here's my business card. Can I have yours? Oh, great. Do a great event. How about these drinks? How about that tacos over there? That's really good. Yeah, I like that. All right. I'm going to go on. I meet some more people. I'll see you around. So that person will never stand out. You get back to your desk. What's the first thing you do with their business card? You pull out your pocket. You got like 20 of them. You know, they all go in the trash or whatever. Actually, there's a better thing that you do with those business cards. But the way you stand out is to be genuinely interested in the person you're talking to. And not only them, but their biggest problems. So what is your biggest problem? That is an excellent question. Excellent question number 2. Are you ready for this? Are you writing these down? These are really good nuggets of information I'm sharing, by the way. You should be if you're not. Excellent question number 2 at a networking event. You show up, you shake hands, you say, hey, buddy, Paul. You look at their name tag, right? They're looking at yours. And you get to chatting. You say, how do you make money in your company? Now, if you already know something about the company, you might make that question a little bit more specific. Every company is interested in making more money, okay? Every company. And if you can help them do that, you're going to become a hero. So either help them solve a problem or help them make more money. Now, if you know that they're a business to consumer type of a company, and you know a little bit about their target audience or who they're after, who they're going after, you might change that wording around and not say, how do you make money? Or you might say, who is the best customer for you? Or how do you acquire your customers? Or what are some of the marketing avenues that you have been working, or what hasn't been working? So you can kind of dig in a little deeper if the question, how do you make money, seems a little awkward. But that idea, take that idea and use it. So 2 questions, that's all you have to remember. 2 questions. What are your biggest problems, and how do you make money? How do you profit? And what is your ideal customer? That kind of a thing. So if you become good at solving problems and helping others make money, you will be the king of the networking event. And everybody will follow up. They'll remember you. They'll hang on to your business card, et cetera, et cetera. You'll go down in history as the world's greatest networker, inducted into the Hall of Fame, and all kinds of great benefits and prizes. Who knows? Maybe the Presidential Medal of Honor. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just kind of babbling, but seriously, you'll become great. You will. You'll stand out, okay? You'll start making connections and opportunities in this world all around us. Jobs, new clients, new ways of doing things, new connections, new people, mastermind groups. Opportunities come through connections. They come through networking. Who do you know? Your network is your net worth, okay? So use your network, but value your network, respect your network, and never, ever stoop to a cheesy sale. Always trying to help other people And one day they will come back to you and ask you for your business, for their business. Ask you to be, how can I do business with you? That's what you want. You want to attract people to become your customers through your amazingness. But you have to prove your amazingness first.